In the interests of the prosperity of the country, a king should be diligent in foreseeing the possibility of calamities. Try to avert them before they arise. Overcome those which happen. Remove all obstructions to economic activity and prevent loss of revenue to the state. Kautilya, 4th century BCE. Over centuries, man has learned to live in harmony with nature. This acceptance of nature's benevolence, as well as fury, manifests itself in art, mythologies, and stories of ruin and reconstruction. With population growth, urbanization, and environmental degradation, natural hazards have started becoming disasters. The Asia Pacific region is one of the most disaster-prone in the world. It has 60% of the world's population, but 88% of the world's disaster-affected people live here. The Indian Ocean tsunami, Myanmar's cyclone Nargis, Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, and several major earthquakes are a reminder of the region's vulnerability. India too has been affected by major disasters. The Odisha supercyclone in 1999, the Gujarat earthquake in 2001, and the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami forced a rethink in the way the country manages disasters. Drawing on the successful experience of Gujarat after the 2001 earthquake, India enacted the Disaster Management Act of 2005. The National Disaster Management Authority was set up, followed by the creation of similar bodies at the state and district levels. Specialized institutions were created for research, training and capacity building, encompassing all aspects of disaster risk management. The country has leveraged science and technology for managing disaster risk. India's investment in satellite and radar technologies, weather observation systems, use of supercomputers for climate prediction, has strengthened the early warning systems across the region, especially in the Indian Ocean Rim countries. The focus shifted from disaster management to disaster risk management. The new approach involves prevention and mitigation, preparedness and early warning before disasters, swift response during disasters, and sustainable recovery after disasters. Years of efforts of leading early warning institutions have helped in improved lead time and accuracy of early warning. Ensuring last-mile connectivity is the key to success in disaster mitigation. Mock exercises are organized regularly to empower millions residing in high-risk areas. In 2006, a National Disaster Response Force was set up. Similar forces are being formed at the state and local levels. In 2011, India launched one of the largest national cyclone risk mitigation programs covering its entire coastline. Vulnerable structures, particularly schools and hospitals, have been retrofitted in disaster-prone regions. Various social sector programs of the government are geared towards mainstreaming disaster risk reduction. Housing for All, Making Disaster Resilient Houses, Smart Cities Program, Making Cities Resilient to Disasters, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, a cornerstone of farmers' financial resilience. After disasters, rebuilding lives and livelihoods is a challenge. The owner-driven approach to reconstruction, adopted by the government of Gujarat in 2001, led to safer and better housing conditions in a short time span. These efforts laid the foundation for sustainable economic development. Gujarat's stellar industrial growth speaks for itself. India's multi-pronged efforts have begun to show tangible results. The loss of lives in recent high-intensity cyclones, Phylline and Hudud, was contained to 23 and 46 as compared to over 10,000 lives lost in 1999 in a similar cyclone. In June 2016, the Prime Minister launched the National Disaster Management Plan, which promotes a holistic approach towards disaster risk reduction.
It is a textbook, perfect example of aligning a strategy at a national level with global commitments as a show of global leadership as well as regional leadership.
In the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family, India stands shoulder to shoulder with other countries in reducing and managing disaster risks. India responded to the Nepal earthquake of 2015 by sending both its rescue forces and relief material with speed and purpose. India hosted the first South Asian annual disaster management exercise for SAARC countries in 2015. It also organized the second BRICS conference on disaster management in 2016. Disaster risk reduction is work in progress. Greater cooperation and capacity building, along with information and knowledge sharing, will go a long way in making Asia safer, stronger and resilient.